Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I'm back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We're back here in Starbuck, Minnesota. Ready to play some more Farming Simulator. So I gotta admit, I'm trying to watch a little bit over here on the other screen. FarmCon is live, or it was. So not a whole lot really to announce at the moment. Well, nothing that's not already been announced. They're at the Volvo place, so you can bet there's probably going to be some new Volvo equipment. And we know there's going to be some New Holland stuff, Ford, John Deere, Case IH. So yeah, starting to think this is not live anymore. Maybe they're not live anymore. I don't think they are. I think this is from earlier. And it's not in English, so it's kind of like looking at a book and not knowing how to read and just looking at the pictures. That's kind of what it's like. So I'm just looking at the pictures that they've been flashing up there. So Pumps and Hoses is coming back. I never really got into the whole pumps and hoses. What map is this? Starbuck, Minnesota. Starbuck, Minnesota by Freeze. Google Translate? That'd be too much to translate. And I can't have the audio playing in the background anyway. Yeah, no, I'll wait for the English dub. I'm assuming that they'll do that again. They've done that in the past where they do like an English translation. They'll probably post that to the Farming Simulator probably YouTube channel later on. It won't be today. It'll probably be sometime, maybe tomorrow, or well, it goes through tomorrow, so probably won't even be tomorrow. Probably sometime this week, if I had to guess. Alright, so let's get started. Shocker, I downloaded a new mod. This is a new mod. I won't say it's not a. I don't think it's in beta, but for it to come for everybody, I think it's probably going to need maybe an update. But it looks great. Not the truck. It's not the trailer. What lies with the new mod is inside the cab. Can anybody tell what it is? Anybody recognize what it is? Anyone know? Been on debating buying this truck. It's a fantastic truck. Oh, you gotta do an update? Okay. We'll see you in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the dried soybeans, probably. Actually, you know what? I think I need to sleep. Yeah. So yeah, this is from Antler 22. This adds in your arms and legs. And the reason why I said it needs an update is because I think it needs an update. So it only shows like just the arms. If you're looking forward like this, or you just kind of glance down or look up, that's it's perfect. But half my body is gone. It's weird looking down through my pelvis there, and my arms are cut off up there. Also, when you turn the wheel, so if you're just doing a slight turn, it's fine. But when you get to 12 and 6, so there's 10 and what is it? 10 and 2. Is it 10 and 2? Yeah. So 10 hands at 10 and 2. When you turn to 12 and 6, you start to break your wrist a little bit, and then you go full on ET, and then you break your left wrist, and then you cross the streams, turn it a little further. Oh, and then there's a little flickering, and it is what it is. So yeah, there would probably be some challenges. Modeling this, but it's nice to have. I mean, it's when I drive around, I can. Oh, you can whip. So look, whip it. Watch me whip. Watch me whip. Man, you stretch that right arm out when you're turning left. It almost looks like one of the characters from Men in Black. When they stretch their limbs out, their extremities. But everything works. I mean, your feet move. I'm gonna crash into something. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but it's something neat to play with. Whoa. Okay. So let's go sleep. I just thought that was something neat to show off. Yeah, it's a start at least. I'm gonna say, when Farming Simulator 25 was announced, or maybe not when it was announced, when it got further into like the screenshots that they were giving us before the game launched, there were some screenshots where it showed your arms. So originally Giants wanted to do that, and they backed out, and that might be why. Guess they couldn't figure out how to not stretch your arms or break your wrists or cross the streams. So, alright, let's sleep and go into the next day. Dr. Pepper time. Oh no, rain. It's raining. Alright, let's go check on the price of dried soybeans. So if you didn't see the videos this week over on YouTube, youtube.com/thegrainarcade. If you haven't subscribed over there, make sure you do. I need to add that to my logo page. I'm done past dried, haven't I? There they are. Dried soybeans right there. So we're looking for $42.93. And we're at 41, looks like. So we'll probably fast time and go through. Yeah, there's a little bit of hail mixed in that, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, we'll do a little fast time. Yeah, my title page. I need to add that to that, both for YouTube and for Twitch. And just put my address on there, youtube.com/thegrainarcade and twitch.tv/thegrainarcade. So if you're watching it on YouTube, you need to go over to Twitch and follow. If you're watching it on Twitch, you know to go over to YouTube and subscribe. So, alright, let's fast time. Oh, here comes some heavy rain. Heavy rain, a little bit of hail. You see it bouncing on the ground down there. Oh no, our Christmas tree. And then we can just kind of watch that price. It says it's going to peak in July. That's a lie. Don't believe it. Believe the peak price. So 4,200, 4,300 is what we're kind of looking for. May even go higher than that. I know we'll slow time down and see what it is this evening. We don't even have really a full load to sell, so it's not that big a deal. And we're not hurting for money at all. And we're actually making money because we don't have a loan, and the solar panels that we have are actually making us some money. So with every hour, we're making a little bit of money. Good morning, Steven. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, we'll slow her down right there and see where we're at. All right, 42.53. I think it'll be higher in the morning. So let's go second star to the right and straight on till morning. Can't do it while I'm in there. Got to do it out here. Go. I'm doing just fine, thank you. My legs are fine and dandy. Kind of weird to say my legs are fine and dandy. I'm doing fine and dandy. Forrest Gump quote. Shocker, Forrest Gump. I think that gets brought up every stream. Forrest Gump. Great movie though. All right, it's still going up. You can come out here and look at our Christmas tree while we wait. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. We got a bigger one out back. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. I got some farm toys for Christmas. It's fantastic when the Christmas tree lights are the only light in the room. Okay, that stopped going up there on top, I think. 43.15. Nope, it's still going up. So we'll just start selling when the sun comes up. And here it comes. It's a brand new day. What are we up to? 43.29. 43.32. Where's that going? Farmer's Market. Okay. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and sell those. Because that is not a bad price. So yeah, we put in, this is the official buy point for the propane. This is from the AEF, well, that pack. The AGI pack. That's what I was trying to say. AGI, not AFI. AFI is a band. Had some great music back in the 90s, early 2000s. Alright, dried soybeans. Now I just gotta find the farmer's market. I've never been there. I think it's right over in here somewheres. Starbuck everything. Restaurant. Farmer's Market right there. So it's we'll make a right at the gas station and we should see it. Make a right at the gas station. Not at Albuquerque, but at the gas station. You gotta make sure it's at the gas station. If you make a right at Albuquerque, you're making a wrong turn at Albuquerque. We're gonna have a lot of soybeans though. Finished planting the fields up here, and I'm gonna do cotton and probably in one of these in the future. But I needed something. There's no point in just letting it sit there empty. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put some more soybeans. Why not? Beans are a good thing. Then we got corn down here, all around the baseball field. So I'll have that little Field of Dreams kind of feel to it. And then I guess we need to plant some winter crops. When do we need to do that? Let's see. Barley can be planted in September. Wheat can be planted in September. Everything's September for the winter crop. Sorghum. Where is sorghum at? Sugarcane, spinach. There it is. Sorghum. Oh, sorghum had to be planted back in April. So we'll probably have to hold off on the sorghum for now. Really? We're just using that for chicken feed anyway? So what do they eat? I know they eat wheat and barley. Is it oats? Is that the other one? Everything's red in there. You know what they say about the red equipment? I don't know. I've heard it said both ways, but chickens. There we go. No, they do eat sorghum. Okay, so it's not oats. So it's wheat, barley, and sorghum. Okay. The more you know. All right, let's go sell this. We'll take our army truck and our contortionist arms here, and we will drive down to the farmer's market. Whoa. Whoa. I hit the thing looking at my arms. I'll say it didn't. Oh, it does reach over. It does. It'll reach over and shift. Cool. I think basically what it's doing, it's copying the image that's already in there. You're just getting a POV view of it. Let's see when he shifts. Yeah. That's what it is. You're getting a POV view of it. So this is probably what Giants was looking at in the first place. All right, we got to turn right here. Make it right at the gas station. And there is not a farmer's market there. I think it's back that way. Let me make a loop around the block. There is not a farmer's market up here. I think it's down here. Somewhere in here. I think we're in the residential area. Okay, there's the vehicle shop. that road. Hang on, I'm lost. Oh, it's a left by the gas station. Okay. So it's down that way. There, well, there it is, right there. Not a right, it's a left. Yes, this is on PC. I'm assuming this is where I sell. Yay. Yeah, just emptied out the silo, the dryer silos, because we'll need that space for all the new crop. Wouldn't that be something if you had to like go into the silos and like sweep them out and clean them out, getting ready for the next harvest? That might be something that they could look at. Oh, and they might be putting a cat in the game. So yeah, there might be a cat soon. Silo here, or kind of next to the silo. Oh, we did go to a new day, didn't we? I need to check the fermenting silo. I think one of them should be done now. Yep. Done with the grass. Go check on our grass and alfalfa over here. So the alfalfa is not ready yet. No purple flowers on top. The grass is not ready yet. It's not tall enough. It needs to be as tall as this grass out here. So it is not there yet. Alright, let me go check on... Yeah, the cows are still good. We'll need to add some to this at some point soon. I think the goats are okay. Chickens are okay. Yeah, goats are okay for right now. Got a little bit of goat milk. And the TMR is rising on the cows, so... Do we have any baby cows yet? Nope, not yet. No calves yet. They're coming though. Alright, so we can go to July. See how things stand in July. Oop, nope. We just slept for an hour. We took a nap. We took a quick nap. Farmer's market wore us out. All the old ladies at the farmer's market. Do you have any fresh tomatoes? I sure could use some honey. And chicken coop. It's full. Guess we should sell some eggs at some point soon. They're starting to pile up. I know. Alright. There you go, Chelsea. Calm down. Chelsea the chicken. All right, we in July? Yep, we're in July. Go check on these grass crops over here. I may hold off on cutting these. Yeah, the alfalfa's ready. I may hold off on cutting these because I really want to get into the chaff on the corn today. So let's go ahead and go to September. Plus we need to plant some wheat, probably. Wheat and or barley. Alright, so let's go on to September. Morning, Adam. It's going good. What happened to the Farming Simulator League? You remember how big of a deal they tried to make that? It's like non-existent now. I haven't seen that in a minute. You know, where they had games and stuff? Or is it just the off season or something? I don't know. So yeah, pumps and hoses is coming back. We're getting coffee and alfalfa. Looks like we're getting a John Deere sugarcane harvester. You know, right now the only sugarcane harvester in the game is the case one, right? Unless you have something modded. What would that be under? There. Yeah, the only one that we have from Giants is the case one, but they're bringing it. It looks like a John Deere one to me. You hope they bring back the farm production DLC. Yeah, I haven't seen that. But it looks like the thing to harvest coffee with it's a Case IH harvester. So, and it looks like we're getting a what do you call the oh, the little skinny tractors like that. Do those have a specific name? It's like a vineyard tractor. Looks like we're getting maybe a John Deere vineyard tractor. So we have that one. We have the Fent. There were some from the yeah, I think these are from that Contrary package or whatever. Okay, let's keep going. We'll go to August. Officially August 1st. July is done and over. We're done with July. It's August it's Burr month Eve now. It's hard to believe that we're only what 30 days away from 31 days away from the Burr months. We getting a Ford Ranger? Is that a question or a statement? I haven't seen a Ford Ranger, but I guess maybe we are. I know that they said there would be more Ford equipment, so could be a Ford Ranger, could be a Ford tractor. I know it looks like there's going to be a Canopy New Holland, so that's pretty neat. All right, August 1st. Make sure I got everything turned off, otherwise it costs money. Keep going. I haven't seen a tornado yet. I don't think we've had one on Starbuck yet. Got everything fertilized. Got all the weeds out. I did have to come in and spray a few spots. These are just the fields that we didn't plow ourselves. They were plowed in a plowed state, but they don't take the no fertilizer or no weeds rule that Giants has when you plow. So everything else that didn't have to be sprayed, I plowed. All right. We'll keep going. It's official. You saw a video this morning. 24 Ranger and a farm version with a flat bed. Pretty cool. All right, cool. I used to drive a Ford Ranger. I had a little, that was my first truck. It was a little standard transmission. What year was that? It was a 90, I want to say it was a 97 Ford Ranger. It was like sky blue. So it kind of was like a light blue, kind of like right in there. All right, let's get into September. It's nice to see more American-ish equipment coming. All right. We're in September, so while it doesn't say it's ready to harvest, the corn is ready to be forage harvested. So we will go grab the forage harvester. Fuzzy, get your update done. I need you now. I'll just go ahead and get started, and then I'll swap these out and haul them one at a time, I guess. This way. You're good. I'm just teasing. I can always do this. It's a little longer of a process, but you know, we'll make it. Yeah, if you didn't see the YouTube videos, so we tried the grain cart, and I still got to give us a shout out to Fuzzy because he told me about this hitch that was in the mod hub. You can attach this hitch to the back of a forage harvester. You can attach it to a wheel loader, and what it does is you can preset it to a different height. So if you have something like a implement that you're hauling behind it, and it attaches too high, you can put this on there and it will attach it at whatever, you know, preset level you can put this on. I want to say there's like 3 or 4 preset levels you can do with this. You can do a pin hitch on it or a ball hitch. I've got the long drawbar on this dolly, and it takes a ball hitch, so I had to put the ball hitch on there. How's this looking here? Oh yeah. So yeah, you got his arm there. Basically, it's the outside model of the farmer in the cab. You're just getting the POV version. Ah, no, my legs. It kind of reminds me of the pants from. You guys ever see that movie, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks? There were some pants. There was a pair of pants that got up and walked around by themselves. Alright. I think I'll start right in here. I kind of want to get out and go look and take a look at it from the baseball field. Go to home plate. Cool. Surrounded by corn. That's awesome. If you build it, he will come. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. Actually, it's Starbuck, Minnesota by Freeze, but, you know. Oh, look, he put his name on the banner there. And Elvis. Mm. Alright, I gotta get out of the thing to do this, because I can't. Transformer! Alright. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to do manual. And I guess I'm going to leave it on automatic. Show the lines. That looks good. Alright. Engage. Sure we're still locked on. Looks like we are. Alright, let's cut some corn. See how quick I fill up. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put any silage additive in this. Should I do that? I probably should. If I can get out of here without making a mess. Hold that back up. I think I can go around the ballpark. I think this might be a shortcut. Oh, there's not a road here. Oh, look. School is in session, though. We got a lot of high school kids walking around out here. Don't you forget about me. No, 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 no. But our Field of Dreams view, oh no, I know. It's sad. See, I think, okay, here comes Fuzzy. I think this road goes right in front of the shop. Look out, people! No, this road down here by the VFW does. I don't know. I guess I need to ask Freeze what building this is. I'm just calling it the VFW because it's got 2 American flags on it. So it might be like a museum or something like that. But I'm just calling it the VFW for now. All right, silage additive. Right there. I think it only takes 1. I might just go ahead and buy 2, not 8. I might just go ahead and buy 2. I know the baler takes 2 when you have like the Krone baler. You know what? It don't even take 1. It takes like half of 1. All right. Doing good, doing good. Now I gotta find my way back. Oh, you know what? We gotta, did we miss our rye? I forgot about the rye. Yep, it's withered. We'll plow that under. I totally forgot about the rye. Got a field of rye over there. It's all down there by its lonesome. That's why I forgot. And it's super small. Okay. One more time. Transform. Engage. Sounds like a banshee when you started up. Or a cat caught in a forage harvester. Out the field of dreams. There was never, there was never a follow-up film to the Field of Dreams, and I was always kind of disappointed in that. There really should have been a follow-up film, I think. Like, what is out in the cornfield? Where are they going? I know it's implied, but, did Terrence Mann ever make it back? They invited him out there. So if it was heaven, did he die? So Terrence Mann was the character that James Earl Jones played in Field of Dreams. He had Kevin Costner that played Ray, the main guy. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, they couldn't do it now unless they used AI, but James Earl Jones, sadly, he passed away. Darth Vader, Mufasa, Terrence Mann, King, what was the king's name in Coming to America? All those characters played by James Earl Jones. Into the real Field of Dreams in real life, yeah. I know you can go there. There's like a little museum or something there, isn't there? Do I have to load this field? No, there we go. I didn't know if I'd have to load this field. Actually, you know what I do need to do? I need to put I think I need to do 2 inroads on this. Then I want to harvest it east and west, so I'll have to change that manually. 90. There we go. Perfect. White House from the film. Gotcha. Uh-oh. We lost Fuzzy. Fuzzy's having issues. I think he's trying to install the updates. Could get a specialized trailer. Get a couple of those. We've got the money. When you compare the size of this trailer to the specialized trailer, wouldn't really be that totally unrealistic. I wish there was an in-between on those trailers, though. I think the max capacity on those trailers is 1 million, but I wish there was like a 500,000 on them or like a 750,000 on them. I think the next step down from the million goes to like 98,000. It's like totally random. Completely random. But if we got the big one, here comes Fuzzy. Maybe it'll work now. We get to the end of this pass and hold up before you bring that trailer up, Fuzzy. I'm probably gonna get another one. I'm leaning towards it. It'll be our chaffing trailers only. I'll have to set them up though, because they got a lot of options. You're in? I'm gonna get down to the end of this pass and I'll buy those new trailers. We've used them before. Although this ain't bad. I mean, these have a decent capacity on them. But if we had that trailer, we could just take one load to the harvester silo and then take the rest of the loads to the main silo. We would have them filled up. Trying to justify getting the trailers because it would be that much better. What am I at? 92%? 93. I think I can make it down here to the end of this pass. It. Alright, so now let me pull this out here on the road so Fuzzy can grab it. And then I'm gonna buy another trailer here. Gotta figure out which. I think it's that one. Yep, there we go. Alright, let me go in and buy that trailer real quick here. I think they're still in here. Gotta go for the big one for it to be more realistic-ish. We'll do that. Wheel setup. I think that's just changing just the brand. I want 3. I think I just need to go back. Don't need that many. I'm telling you, there's a lot of options with this. Uh-oh. I hear a fire truck. Sidewalls. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe that one. Yeah, do that one. And then front wall. I like having the door on there where you can kind of look in there. Running lights. Just do top and bottom. Rear lights. We need some reverse lights on there. Just some basic ones. That'll work. Reflectors. Yeah, I don't think we need those reflectors on there. Mud flap decals. Yeah, we don't need that on there. Middle mud covers. Oh yeah, we'll keep those on there. Attachers. We don't need. No, we don't need any attachers. This is a big one already. So tipping options. We want to do the fast tipping on this because of the capacity it's going to have. Box frame color. Which one is that? So that's going to be the actual frame itself. So let's try to make these close to the same, I guess. What do we got? Polished. That's actually pretty close, I think. There's tarnished. I don't know, polished I think is closer to what we've got with the other ones. There's chrome, and that's just, yeah, that's just too shiny. And then it goes into the base colors. So tarnished, let me change the wall color. See how that looks. So there's tarnished. That's tarnished. And then here's polished. I think the polished is like a, it looks more like what we've got. Yeah, let's go with that. Frame color. That I want to make black, I think. Yeah. I don't think, this doesn't have a tarp on it, so I don't think we need to worry about that. I don't think that'll change anything. I know that changes the top box. You know what? We can go along with the theme here and do that. Or make it yellow. Yeah, just keep it black. Can't make that. Can't make that other color though. I was kind of digging the green though. I think I'll stick with the green. Landing legs color. I'll just make that the same black. Yep. Landing legs color. So that's the frame. That's actually the landing legs. I'm going to leave that as the color it is. I think that's the stainless steel color. Mud flap color. That just, I'll leave that as polished. Kind of matches the wall. Axle color. A lot of options with this. We'll do that. Rim color, we'll leave those as chrome. And we'll leave the plate on there. So we'll buy a couple of those. Let me catch up on the chat here. Morning, Jeff. What trailer are you talking about? This trailer has more capacity options. Rail frameless in dumped by Pierce Custom Modding. Oh, it's not originally theirs though, is it? Didn't what's his face do these? Who did these in the mod hub? Was it oh, it starts with a K. And let's see, what's our is that the million? Yeah, that's the million capacity there. What's the name? I can't remember the name. Carl Farms, yeah, Carl Farms. Yeah. I'm okay with the Carl Farms one. We're already committed to it now. Get a couple of those. Alright, Fuzzy, bring me one of those trailers and you can swap out and grab this trailer that's got some stuff in it. Matter of fact, I'll get the other truck that you're not in and I'll grab one of them too and bring it down there. What do you think about the arms and legs, Fuzzy? One thing that I would change about this truck, it doesn't have a back window. I mean, it probably doesn't in real life, but can't see where I'm backing up. Coming in hot. Hot. Coming in really hot. Yeah, I'll leave that one right there. Alright. Let me loop this back around. Switch back to the front and continue on. Alright. Like this view right here, if you don't look around, that's fantastic right there. think that's probably going to be a maybe a Giants thing, because it's using the 3D model from the guy from outside the cab. You're just seeing the POV version of it. That's probably why they aborted it. They were going to do this, and there are some screenshots out there of the arms and the legs of the farmers in the vehicles, but for some reason they decided to abort it. Oh, if you're wearing a long sleeve top, it only shows your hands? Like the Addams Family? Cousin, what was his name? Thing, it was Thing, wasn't it? He was the hand. Hang on, let me change, I gotta change my, I'm gonna put my coat on for just a second. Oh wow, it does! Wow, that's even creepier than the... That's weird. Alright, I gotta change it back. What if you wore a long one like that? Would I see my shoulders? Nope. Can't see my shoulders, can you, Russ? If I wore shorts, would it just be the shorts sitting up here? Could I see my legs? Hang on, let me put my t-shirt back on. I just don't feel natural without it. So there's, I gotta remember, that's the blue jeans. There are shorts, aren't there? Yeah, there's some blue jean shorts. Let's try those. You can't really see that far. Wearing short shorts. So, ooh, no, not leggings. Yeah, those are a little shorter, maybe. Now you can't really see past the knees. An experiment in progress. They're up to the Q&A part that I'm watching. They're up to the Q&A part of the deal, but it's all in German, so I can't tell you what they're talking about. All I can do is look at the pictures and be like, ooh, what's that? Or, ooh, piece of candy. Automatically turn for me, yay! I was wondering if I made that curve broad enough there. Morning, Trent. What did Giants post? Did they post the translation version yet? Oh yeah. The Volvo L90 pack. So it's a smaller wheel loader. Okay. Yeah. The Volvo L90. Oh, there. So you can get a standard version or an electric version. And that is a free FarmCon add-on. Is that live right now? A very small wheel loader. Get it now. Yes, you can get it now. It's in the mod hub. So if you want that FarmCon exclusive, go check it out. Matter of fact, I might just go get it right now. We'll stop right there. We'll come back to doing this in just a second. Save the game. Sorry, Fuzzy, you're going to have to resync. Gotta load in. Load, load, load. Alright, go down to the download content. To the mod hub, go to the latest tab up there. And there it is right there. So it's the Volvo L90. This is a free add-on from Giants. You can get the electric version or you can get the standard version, I guess. You could probably use it for something. I mean, install. Okay. Go back up here, go back down to Starbuck. Oh, I didn't. Hang on. Whew. I almost started it and I didn't activate it. I'd have been like, man, get all the way in the game and I didn't even activate it. Stealth Jets Elfenringen. I don't know how to say that in German. Sorry. All right. Go take a look at that real quick. So, where's it at? There it is, the L90. Are they separated? They are separated. So it's not like under one thing and then you customize it. So you either get the standard version there or the electric version with a pretty good price difference. The standard version is $199.5 and the electric version is $279.5. Awful proud of that electric version. So not a huge wheel loader. Kind of small. Safety beacon, never. We'll leave the regular beacon on there. You can take it off, but we'll leave that on there. If we were going to buy this, we're not going to buy this right now. Maybe in the future we might use it somewhere down the road for something. But honestly, if we've got the money, I would just go ahead and swing for this L180H because this has a lot of exclusive tools like the log fork and the bigger buckets that you can put on this. So, and those are L180H exclusives. But if you're, want to go the electric route, why did it take away my second line? It took away my second line. And it made it go automatic. I want to go 90 degrees. Okay. There we go. Ooh, the one thing about this bigger trailer, turning around. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, am I going to spend a ton of time on that map? Probably not. I'll probably do, at the very minimum, a first look on that map. But I can already say that unless there's just something, I might play it a little bit. But unless there's just, if it's like Kinleg, now nothing really against Kinleg. We got a lot of stuff with Kinleg. Kinleg, the Scottish map, Scotland map. We got fishing. We've got the steam engine train. I was disappointed in the collectibles because there was no reward for the collectibles. The only thing you got from that reward, and this is not a spoiler because that map's been out for almost a year now, was a visualization. If you want to see what it is, go play it. But that's what you got from the collectibles from Kinleg, the Scottish map. This map is Starbuck, Minnesota. Fantastic map. Starbuck, Minnesota by Freeze. It's available in the mod hub, and I do believe it is for everybody. I think it's for both PC and console. One thing that I do like about the expansion pack, you do get the extra map, so you have that option. But you get alpacas, you get coffee, and I'm waiting for, it would be nice if a modder could. I don't know if they can because technically it is DLC, so they might not be able to do it right away because it's not a base game thing. But I would like to see coffee done with a regular harvester. Yeah, the new equipment's pretty cool. I've seen what they showed on here. You get the Case IH coffee harvester. You do get a John Deere sugarcane harvester. Yeah, it doesn't really look that appealing to me. It's like Estancia Lapacho. Remember that map from back in the day? But maybe to a lesser degree from what I've seen of it. I don't know. I can't really pass judgment until I actually set foot in the map. But it's nice that we're getting all this new equipment. I think that's probably the biggest thing about the expansion pack is all these new tractors. Some of them are small, some of them are bigger, and then you do have more options being thrown into what we've currently got. Yeah, there's new Mercedes equipment, there's new Ford equipment. I think Apache said that we're getting a Ford Ranger, so haven't seen a picture of that one yet. We're getting another John Deere tractor. I think it's a smaller John Deere tractor though. More New Hollands, more Case IH equipment. I think there's some Volvo stuff in there. And then they are adding the whatever that equipment is from some place in South America. I can't remember. Cabrero, something like that. Yeah, the Vineyard tractor from Deere. On Kinlig, if you build the castle, you get a crown. Can you sell the crown? Because unless it's like, something I can buy, fields or equipment with, I'm not interested. That's another visualization reward. No, I want the money. It all comes down to money. I will hunt for days looking for collectibles if I get a monetary reward. Get a new John Deere seeder. Did they post this stuff to the expansion pack on the website yet? Can you go and look at this stuff? Take a look. Okay. Let's see. Giants. Go there. Into. No, I don't see anything listed as of yet. This is the Beans and Alpaca expansion that we're talking about. You can get it for currently $26.99. It's 10% off right now if you don't have the year 2 season pass. If you have the year 2 season pass, it is included with that. Got a very Columbia feel to it. Map, that is. Columbia, I'd say Columbia or Cuba. It kind of has that feel to it, that vibe. It just amazes me that the train, with the exception of Kinleg, they put the steam engine train in there, and I'm, happy for that. The train is the same, whatever map they put it on. It's that same red and yellow train. Old looking. 1970-ish. I don't know what actual year it is, but I'm gonna poll the chat. I've got a commercial stuck in my head, and I don't know what commercial it's from, but it's a whistling jingle. It's a whistling tune. So you guys tell me if you have heard this before and what commercial it is. Okay, you ready? And I only know the first part of it. I don't know the whole song. I only know like the chorus of the jingle, and it's not really a chorus. But here we go. What is this commercial? What is that commercial? I'll do it one more time. It kind of sounds western or cowboyish or something, but I don't know what that would be for. I was leaning towards like a car insurance commercial for some reason, but I don't know. And I want to say I watched it on Hulu watching King of the Hill, so that narrows it down. Yeah, it's amazing how much of our old stuff is down there that they're using right now. I saw some videos on that. They get the equipment that you can repair on your own. And actually now, at some point, you should be able to repair your own John Deere equipment. They ruled on that. Yeah, I don't think they were expecting anybody to rise. They actually, since they're announcing their own John Deere 8RX high horsepower tractor that they passed agro conhos on through. I don't think they were really expecting it. So they're doing the 8R and the 8RX. Sugarcane harvester. Boy, that truck though. Is that a Mercedes-Benz? Yeah, Mercedes-Benz 4051. Start doing back and forths. More Voltra. Question is, will Giants have the US versions? Oh yeah, that one is kind of a little bit. It doesn't have the extra detail. I like that John Deere seeder. Is that a seeder or a planter? That's a planter. A lot of detail to it. Oh yeah, you can make it US. Morning, Big Al. How's it going? I'd say the biggest thing about the expansion pack is probably going to be the equipment over the map. I mean, yeah, alpacas will probably be neat to get into, but Almost one line of corn. Getting two. Thank goodness we're at the end. That's what I was leaning towards. It's either Allstate or Geico, or I was leaning towards like a car commercial. But I looked and looked and looked and looked at all the ads that they've done. None of them matched the whistling tune. About that last part there, but that's how it sounds in the beginning. thinking, okay, was it car insurance? Was it like a travel website like booking.com or hotels.com or something like that? Or I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch TV to try to catch it again. I tried doing it through Shazam, and it didn't work. You know what? Would it make sense to get another forge harvester? Because this is going to take a minute. What do we got? Let's see. Well, we got the in-game John Deere. Kloss, the Crone. I think you can do silage additive on that. You can do silage additive on all of them pretty much, except that one. Oh, am I out of silage additive? Got my I am out of solid additive, ain't I? Is there anything that'll transport solid additive? Nothing in game. We do have that tanker there. Actually, I think you can transport it with that right there. Milk, water, diesel, fertilizer, herbicide. Yeah, silage additive. Let's see, what color tank? I don't want to do the yellow because that'll look like the fertilizer tank that we've got. Maybe like the silage additive green. What color green is that? No, I got out of it. Let me get turned around. Stop right there. Get one of these tanks real quick. Gotta tap through everything again. Get the silage additive. There we go. Change the color. It looks like a Vulture green, maybe? Or a Kloss green. Well, that kind of takes away from the thing, doesn't it? Maybe I just make it white. Yeah, that'll work. And then that color, that's the strap color. Maybe make that green. There's a Deutz green. Yeah, it's not quite Kloss green. It's not really Vulture green. Maybe like a yeah, Deutz green kind of works. Let's do that. Yeah, we got to make that silver. All right, there is a tank at the shop, Fuzzy. If you can bring me some silage additive. I'm gonna sit here and play with my arms. Woo, woo. Does it look like that on the outside? No, it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that on the outside. Look, he's not even going all the way around with it. Morning, Colton. How you doing? The claw screen is farther over on the bottom now. Yeah, it's right there. That's what I was looking at a while ago. What are these greens up here? Oh, so you have like green number 5. This sounds like something you would find in your cereal. Sorry, your U.S. cereal. Green number 5, green number 4, green number 3, green number 2, green number 1. Probably a red number. Is there a red number 5? Nope. Yellow 1, yellow 2. Artificial dyes. It's all a part of this balanced breakfast. Can you... Does it give you like a option to dump it in there, or... By this side, yeah, the tank is on that side. Wondered if it was like the fuel thing or no. Oh wow. I hit the button and it went whoosh. So it does work. Okay. Oh wait. There's some over here. I'll come back for that, or you can pick it up if you want to. Alright, another forage harvester. I think we could use a second one if Fuzzy wants to run that. Which brand forage harvester do you want, Fuzzy? Or do you want to run one? I don't know if you want to run one. Run one. Morning, Storms. I wouldn't be opposed to having another deer. I mean, I think we've got everything deer on here almost. Either is good. Say Kroner deer, we just get another deer. Six. There's only 2 options there anyway. Nope, there's only one. That one. Wheel setup, I think that's what we want to stick with. Do number 2, but just make them both the same. Put a long pipe on that one too. Alright, I will need to get another dolly. And probably that hitch. That dolly there. Keep the same wheel set up. Take the label off of that. And drawbar, yep. Alright, should be good to go, Fuzzy. hitch. Yeah, you're right. Hang on, let me get turned around. I gotta find it. Not under miscellaneous. You would think something like that would be under miscellaneous. Where was that at? You know what? I think it was under wheel loader stuff. Yeah, so if you get that hitch, it's going to be under wheel loader tools. I think that's what they showcase it as. That needs to be the ball, and I'm going to make it the same level as I've got. And then we'll do John Deere green. All right, it's waiting for you. No, Jeff, it works on, I don't know if it works on any pin hitch, but it works on this. Works pretty good too. Alright, I am at 98%, so I'm going to run this back home and dump it. And come back and cut some more. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it home with this, Fuzzy. It's by the time you unhook it and then get the truck and then hook that up and haul it down there. If we were still just a one forage harvester operation, I'd say, and you had two people doing it, then I'd say one could do one and one could do the other, but might as well just drive it back with this. Alright, you guys over on YouTube, we're gonna cut you guys loose and move on to the next video. So YouTube, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Follow over on Twitch, twitch.tv/thegrainarcade. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. See you guys later.